is a sphere of radius r. Okay, this is r, and having an it is in an inner surface of a larger sphere of radius 6r, and the masses of large and the small are 4m and m. Okay, so 4m and m. This is placed in a horizontal table as shown in the figure. The small sphere is now released. The coordinates of the center of the large sphere when the smaller sphere reaches the other extreme position is what? Okay, this is the question is. Now if you leave this sphere here, it will come down and then it will go up. Correct? So when the smaller sphere reaches the other extreme position, okay, this is the other extreme position, again it will come back to the same point, again it will go. So this will oscillate actually. So the other extreme position is nothing but this. When it comes here, what will be the what is the coordinates of the center of the large sphere? This is what the question is. Up here, this entire distance is 6r. So it is at a distance of, let's say, some distance. Okay. So here the center of that bigger sphere will be here. It is L comma 0. It is given question itself. So this distance is what? L. Okay, let me draw this bigger. Up here I have an axis. Okay, so here I have a big sphere, and here I have a smaller sphere. So the center is at a distance of L from the axis. This is L. And then here what we have? We have small r. So the center will be what? This is r. So this is totally L means, so this distance will be equal to what? This is 6r. So here this is r means this will be 5r. About the coordinate of your smaller sphere will be equal to what? It will be what? 5r. Correct? Am I right? This is L means L plus 5r. So that coordinate is going to be what? This coordinate. This center will be what? This is L plus 5r, because I know, sorry, I made a mistake. So this is L, correct only. This is center only, na? Correct. So this distance is 5r. So L plus 5r. So initially, in initial stage, your capital M, okay, your capital M, that is 4m. Your 4m coordinate is what? Simply L. And your small m coordinate is what? L plus 5r. So now this came here. Okay, if this came here, what will happen? This sphere would have moved forward. Okay, it would have moved forward. So if it is moving forward, let me draw that. So after some time, your sphere will be here like this, and here you will be having that smaller sphere. Upon the center of this moved sphere will be here somewhere. Okay, I don't know. So let that center coordinate is L prime comma 0. Okay, let me take it. So this distance from the origin, this will be what? This will be L prime. Then what will be this distance here? Final, let me take. So final, you have 4m and then m. So finally it goes to what? If from here to here, if it is L prime means, let me make it as L prime. And what is the position of this? If this is L prime means your mass is here. Correct? If it is L means what you will get? Here this distance will be 5r. Okay. So from this center, this will be 5r. About this will be what? L prime minus 5r. So here L plus 5r, here L prime minus 5r. This is your initial and final position. So here no external forces acting. No external forces acting. Apo your center of mass does not change. So it is 0. About what we can say? Your del xm will be equal to what? Your m1 into del x1. So let me write 4m into del x1 plus m into del x2. So this is 0. About what I can say? So I can say that your 4m into del x1 is equal to m into del x2. Okay, this is what we will get. So here no need to bother about this m and all. Okay, so anyway m will get cancelled. So 4 into del x1. What is the change in x1? Now here it is L prime. Now it become L. Okay, so here del x1. So here it is what? Change in this what? Your L minus L prime. Okay, so or we can make L prime minus L. So which is del x1. Okay, del x2. So initially it is in now L prime minus 5R. So minus L minus 5R. So this is what we are getting. So 4L prime minus 4L will be equal to L prime minus 5R. Here I can write L prime minus L minus 10R. But here if you see, if you bring this here, what you will get? If you bring this here, 3L prime minus 5, minus 3L will be equal to minus 10R. Here your 3L prime will be equal to 10R or 3L minus 10R. Here L prime will be equal to what? L prime is nothing but L minus 10 by 3R. Any option like this? L prime option is L minus 2R, L plus 2R, like that. So L plus 2R, L minus 2R we are not getting. I think we made error somewhere. I think we missed here only. So let me do it in another way. Same idea only, we can do it in another way. So here what we can do is del xm, that is your center of mass doesn't change. About what we know, okay, so if doesn't change, how to find the center of mass? The same idea. So what I know is your change in your x center of mass. I will write separately. So this is what? M1 del x1 plus M2 del x2 whole divided by M1 plus M2. This is what? Del xm, which is 0. Okay. So here M1, so del x1 how I can write is, I can write is that x1 minus x1 prime. X1 is the initial position, x1 prime is final position of first, plus what I can write? M2 into del x2, how I can write? X2 minus x2 prime. Okay, second object. This should be equal to 0. So if this goes that side, what I'll get? Or we can rewrite this. So m1 x1 minus m1 x1 prime plus m2 x2 minus m2 x2 prime is equal to 0. Okay, this is what we are getting. So now m1 x1, bring this, what we can bring right side is, all negatives we can bring right side. About m1 x1 plus m2 x2 will be equal to, if this negative goes there, m1 x1 prime plus m2 x2 prime. Okay, now we can apply the values. So m1 is what? I am considering that m1 as bigger sphere. Okay, so bigger sphere mass is 4m. So 4m, bigger sphere initial position is L, plus this is smaller sphere, this initial position is what? Initial position of smaller, L plus 5R. Okay, so here your x2 will be equal to what? L plus 5R. Correct. So which is equal to what? I'll get m1 is 4m. So 4m into L prime plus m into L prime minus 5R divided by only this. This is what we are getting. This. So now if we solve this, what we will get? So here this is in multiplication. So everywhere m will goes. So everywhere m goes, I'll get 4L plus L. This is in multiplication. That's fine. So plus L plus 5R, which is equal to 4L prime plus L prime minus 5R. So here 5L plus 5R, I am getting 5L prime minus 5R. Apo here if you want to find what is L prime, your 5L prime will be equal to what? 5L plus 10R. Apo L prime will be equal to what? So simply L plus 2R. Apo L prime is what? L plus 2R. So new position is L plus 2R. Here we have L plus 2R here. So this is what the correct answer is.